thank the API for creating this platform to activate this difficult conversation. We've been looking forward to it for long. And Julius, she reminded me about what happened recently just before the US election. There was a time, just 2 weeks to the election, Joe Biden was asking Facebook if they won't mind just moderating the disinformation on the platform. And just after that, there were a lot of petitions sent to the House of Representatives. And Nancy Pelosi organized a summit. She invited the advertisers, trying to beg them to beg Facebook so that they can stop doing what makes them more profitable. So this also reminded me a story I read about call it a republic if you can keep it. In 1787, as the American Convention reached its conclusion in Philadelphia, Benjamin Franklin was asked as he departed the Independence Hall what type of government the delegate had created. And he famously replied that a republic if you can keep it. That response went across the globe and through ages. And it resonated to me. That means new democratic republic is not just a new form of government, but a government that needs vigilance and at times action to protect it and maintain it. So what is a republic? He was not referring to the Republic Party because Republic Party was established almost 70 years after that statement. A republicanism is a political ideology connected to the Roman Empire. And it means an ideology that opposes having a group to hold and control powers, unaccountable powers, that's domination over others. What does that mean? That doesn't mean only kings, emperors, or military dictators. It means even the big tech executives. Because today we have a new form and strange power the big tech has over us. And that power, we call it instrumentarian power. And they exert those powers because of three things. Increasingly capable system. We have today systems that determine our creditworthiness, recruitment, and many more. A system that can reject you from issuing a passport because of your color. It happened in New Zealand. Facial recognition system refused to issue a passport to an Asian person because it thought the eyes was closed. And also there is increasingly integrated technology. Everywhere you go, there are technology. In this room, everything, our watch, our mobile phone, everything is technology, and it has been part of our life. And increasingly quantified society. Everything we do today is captured, stored, and processed by someone. And whoever knows more about you, that person can control you. So it goes beyond that too. They have a power to allow us to see what they want us to see, buy what they want us to buy, and believe what they want us to believe. This can control us, and it can do a lot. So what we are saying is, it is beyond just being free speech, content moderation, but we also need to look at democracy itself. Because in democracy, there are three key things you need to look at: power, freedom, and justice. And with technology, you can have all and control them. So if you look at the definition of democratic republic, like Nigeria will call it Federal Republic of Nigeria. So we are a republic. So we shouldn't allow anybody to have unaccountable power over others. So today, looking at what happened before the US election, that means the big tech has more power than the government. We obey the rules by big tech more than the way we obey the rules of our nation in any country, including the United States of America. Because as you use the phone, someone set the rule and you must obey it to use it. As you use any system, for example, if you use Twitter, there is a limit of what you can tweet. That means you are obeying that regulation. And if they don't want you, they can delete your content or your post, or they can even label it. They can do more. Any platform can do that. So if we are talking of democracy, how can just few people be writing a rules for us to follow? In a democratic settings, we should have representatives elected by people to write those rules. So, but today we are moving towards having few people that don't understand even the rules, writing the rules. That's why you can have this issue of recruitment system being gender biased, a facial recognition system being racist, and so on. Because those people that wrote the codes, they don't understand the basic civic law, you call it? Civic laws, to write those codes. So that means the programmers, the software engineers we should be looking at them more than software engineers, but social engineers, because they are design systems that control our social justice. If they don't understand our social justice, how can they design a system that will control our social justice? So with this kind of conversation is what will create the enabling environment, because we are not going to allow you to control it unaccountable. So under what condition are you going to control it? That's the biggest questions today we are asking. So, and we need to look at the technology as a citizen. How does it impact our life? Because we all believe that today technology is central to our social, economic, and political lives. So we need to look at it from that citizen's eyes, either a Nigerian or global citizens, because it affects everybody. Then the second reason why we are not regulating it is because this big tech, they are rich, they are powerful and influential. If you look at the top 10 rich people in the world, they are all from technology industry, except one, Bernard, which is in consumer, but he too's leverage on technology. And they control almost 1.5% of the global GDP today. So they have money, and their money is everywhere. So that's why we find it difficult to even discuss about regulating the big tech. And I think the last one is the regulators are always playing the catch-up game. We don't even know what they are doing at all. They'll come and tell us this is not possible. And today they will say it's not possible, and tomorrow they will do it. Or they will tell us it's not possible here, they will do it in Europe or in other jurisdictions. So why can't they do it everywhere? So how can we address these three issues? So I think this summit can help us to get more insights on how to address this. And the regulation we are talking about, we are not saying give governments more power, no. We are saying let the big tech be accountable for the power they have over us. We need accountability. We want you to be transparent and open to whatever you do. This is the kind of regulation we are looking for. And I believe with this kind of conversation, we can reach there. Yes, the courts we are working on is just a stopgap. We are going to have a law that will back it. We don't want to say we'll leave it now until we have the law. That's why we say let us have a code that will leverage on our existing laws to make sure we have a safer digital space for everyone to use, and also to create an enabling environment for digital businesses to grow. So this is what we are asking for. We know it's possible. We know you also agree that we need this kind of codes, we need the regulation now. So the question is, how can we get an acceptable one? How can we balance it? We don't want the big tech to have unaccountable power, and we don't want the government also to leverage on the platforms to also have unaccountable power over citizens. Thank you.